I'm so ready.
Oh, this is.
I just had a burger, so.
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna have a slice too.
Sweet.
We're not cashing the entire pizza.
Oh yeah, pizza. Like my day has been so weird. Okay.
I'm happy you're here.
I'm so happy this is happening.
Welcome to Jordan's Frozen Pizza Review. It used to be every week, pizza's ready, but every so often, we review your favorite frozen pizzas based on 5 criteria.
Consistency, texture, mouthfeel,
Packaging.
having sauce, to crust, ratio, cheese, pepperoni, crust, saucy.
Today, we're joined by a very important artist, Bailey, of 26 Bats and Kremlums in general. Thank you for coming.
Thanks
for
for
being
having
here.
me.
You're a very important artist.
Thanks.
You are.
I blushed when you said that. I was like,
You are.
Wow.
You are revolutionarily and radically positive and empowering. Have you noticed that about yourself?
Thank you. I've been writing a lot of sad music lately, so.
Oh, yeah, that's part of.
It's cool. It's cool to hear that. I feel like a lot of the music that I try to release needs to be like at least a little bit silver lining, because like that's my gift to the world.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, humanity is the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
And when I listened to Onyx, one of the best albums of 2018, even though it was barely released in 2018 by like what, 5 days? It was December, right?
It was released on Bandcamp on the 26th of December, but we like released it on like Spotify and like all the streaming services in 2019.
Okay.
So it was like kind of blurry.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what I'm saying?
You're
On
cheating the
purpose.
system.
On purpose, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I say that because your music, it speaks to that duality.
Yeah.
And also, just your Twitter account, the way you carry yourself on stage and in person. I remember at the Third Thursdays at Mia, I was feeling very insecure about my DJing because no one's really dancing because it's a museum event.
Yeah.
And then I played Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh my God.
And you and Carl were like, best DJ ever. I was like,
yo, Earth, Wind, and Fire? Oh my gosh.
It was just, I think it was a really cool encapsulation of you as an artist and a person. That's very authentic.
Yeah, that was a fun night.
That was a great time.
It was weird circumstances, but that ended up being really fun.
And now we're friends,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Thanks so much.
You often discuss fluidity in all things.
Yeah.
Creatively, is that difficult? Because I feel like if there are no not genres. Sorry, I said we're going to abstain from genre talk.
It's hard not to, I feel like.
You know, abstain from any boundaries, perhaps that's a better word.
Yeah.
If there's no boundaries, if you're writing something, is that ever overwhelming creatively if you're free of?
No,
Really?
I feel like it just like I make music, you know, and I just like make whatever comes out, and because there are no boundaries, it's actually like freeing.
I feel that.
Yeah, because I don't.
So you don't ever get overloaded?
No.
Lucky.
I mean, yes, but like, okay, so I'm a Gemini, which like speaks to duality, which is like cool because you were mentioning that. But that also makes me very productive if I'm doing like a bunch all at once.
Okay.
It's like my comfort zone.
So that's your piece.
It's like multitasking and like doing more than one thing at the same time.
Wow.
Which I feel like you can hear in my music.
Not, I mean, kind of, but it's not maximalist to any regard.
No.
I feel
thank
like
you.
if every influence is like on the table, you could end up making like like a version of Dark Twisted Fantasy that's just really loud and, you know, packed to the brim. So kudos to you for being able to.
Wow, thanks.
I know this is not even an interview; it's just me complimenting you.
I know. I'm just like more, please.
Let's do it. Shall we review the pizza?
Let's
So
go.
it's Pep's Drafthaus, the Prohibition Special, a Supreme by request.
Yes.
We were talking off the mic about how this was the highest rated pizza in Jordan's Frozen Pizza Review history. The pull-out's strong.
Wow.
Pull-out game strong.
That looks beautiful.
Thank you. Can you grab this whole joint?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
What's your favorite pizza place
Color.
in the Twin Cities?
I feel like there's not a lot of standout places.
This is controversial.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But like Luce is solid.
Yeah, 'cause it's open till 2 a.m.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't, like, you can't hate pizza. Like, it's just,
That's true.
It's not, there's not a place where I'm like, this place is banging. Except for Black Sheep is pretty good.
Black Sheep is super. That was gonna be my
But that's like, that's wild expensive. So it's like only a
and that's a
special
sit-down
time.
experience. You can't deliver.
So that's why I like probably would go Luce more. And you know, I mess around with some Mesa.
Of course. Okay, so the late night joints.
Yeah, like when do you eat pizza? Like at midnight or later.
Yeah.
Like that's the perfect time.
How long would you say that you've been a part of the Minnesota music scene formally? Is that something you can really pin down?
I guess maybe like 5 years. I feel like I started at for Fifth Element, open mics. I would play my beats and sing.
Oh boy. How have you seen the scene change in those 5 years?
I don't know. I've been exposed to more of it overall. I think it's younger, obviously. But maybe it's always just been, recycling age.
Yeah. Look at that drip. My goodness.
Actually, I feel like maybe because of my exposure, but I feel like it's a lot more queer and like open and like femme, which is really inspiring.
The future is intersectional.
Yeah, I'm so here for it.
I would agree with that sentiment, and I think the scene is healthier because of it.
Yeah, totally.
Music is just more interesting when more people are making music with different perspectives.
Yeah, and it's fantastic. I feel like the way people collaborate is really inspiring too. Just like overall, I feel like when I started, I felt like an outsider, and I feel like I've just like, over time, you just find your places.
What do you mean, like your places?
Like.
Do you mind if I get into this?
Should we cheers?
Should we? Yeah, I think we should.
Right.
Cling. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's boiling lava hot. Do not eat it yet.
You know what? I like touched it with my finger. I was like, there goes the roof of my mouth.
I was interviewing, are you familiar with Robert DeLong?
No.
So he's an artist that, he has this program that hacks video game controllers and he plays them like through MIDI. And all his music sounds glitchy. It's the dopest thing.
That's so cool. What?
And before his concert at the Myth, sold out, he was opening, we had Totino's pizza rolls, and the first bite just torched the roof of his mouth, and I felt so bad. I just ruined this guy's.
Those are scary. They like.
It was a riz.
Yeah, I mean pizza rolls in general, like I feel like they explode on you.
And you can't put them in the microwave either because they're like really
soggy,
mushy.
Yeah.
But then you put them in the oven, for like these.
You go.
Yeah.
But you gotta like nibble a corner and then.
It looks so sad.
That's the expert way.
It's the saddest way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Is it ready?
Yeah.
To be eaten? Great.
So your part, 26 bats and you in general.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's part of the, no, keep in mind to take notes, Flavorly, so we can review it at the end.
Cool.
You're part of a music collective label, Cremblums. Whenever I play any Cremblums act on Local Ties, I try to explain it. It's rather clumsy.
Hard to do, yeah.
Because it's so cool and all-encompassing, but I think the concept of it is genius and pretty simple. I just don't know how to articulate it.
It's simple, it's hard to put in words.
Can you articulate it?
So, it's like, it's harder to explain now that like things are changing. But okay, so what was happening for a while, 5 musicians, 4 bands. Lucid Vanguard, led by Carl. 26 Bats, led by me. Warren Thomas Fenzi.
Led by Warren Thomas Fenzi.
Self-explanatory. And Christian Wheeler, led by Christian Wheeler. And so basically, most of us are multi-instrumentalists, and so we would play different roles in said projects to do the live shows and to do the fun.
That's so cool.
Music and the recordings, and then, just supporting each other in that.
Could it get complicated in the studio if everyone's passionate about one thing, or is
No.
the idea of it pretty set? Like,
Yeah,
hey,
it's
this
like-
is Bailey's thing, this is Carl's thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it's cool, because it's like, I get the final say with 26 Bats.
Yeah.
So that's why it's nice. 'Cause it's like, that's my creative vision. I call the shots. No one really takes it to heart, because it's like, they're just trying to support.
That's really cool.
It is nice. Now it's turning into more of like a recording situation. We're playing a lot less gigs, which is good because we were playing like so many gigs for 3 years straight.
I mean,
which is amazing.
I feel like you're still playing a lot.
A lot less, like for real. So that's cool.
It's time to record and get stuff out.
Yeah, and like that's been fun. That's been really fun.
When will we get new 26 Bats music? Obviously, we're interested in all Kremblins on Local Ties every Sunday at 10 p.m. on Go 96.3. That was a really gratuitous plug, and I'm sorry. Plug. But when can we expect the Onyx follow-up? Magnified Iris is dope.
So there's an EP attached to Magnified Iris, the single. That'll be released probably this spring. It's only gonna be 4 songs, so we got
3 to go?
3 to mix, but it's all pretty close, which is gonna be really nice to have that out into the world.
Was Magnified Iris at all inspired by Goo Goo Dolls' Iris?
No. I don't Whoa. Pizza! It's gonna be the death of me!
No!
What if I died?
You didn't sign a waiver, so your estate could sue me.
Sick. Good to know.
So
I'm good. I don't know that song.
You don't know Goo Goo Dolls' Iris?
Do I?
And I'd give up forever to touch you. It's like an iconic late 90s. Was that 96, Z?
I'm not good with song names. Good with faces. Song faces. Sorry. Texture.
Texture, consistency, mouthfeel. Oh, topping sauce to crust ratio.
What's the difference between mouthfeel and texture?
That's the thing, there isn't.
Okay.
We realized this after like the 3rd episode, but we already made like materials around it.
Yeah.
So 1 to 5 rating. I'm gonna grab one more slice.
Yeah.
So I can, as we get into the pizza journalism. Is this the highest quality journalism you ever engaged in or not?
This is pretty good.
Thank you.
This is like Hot Ones adjacent, which I respect.
It actually is our response to Hot Ones.
Word. Cool.
I think the mouthfeel's solid. I would give it a 5.
It's great.
What about the topping sauce to crust ratio? I have thoughts, but I want to know what you think first.
So the toppings are fantastic. I like to crush my pizzas like a sandwich.
Yeah, New York style.
Yeah. But the crust is like nice and thick. I'm used to thin crust pizzas, so this is like really nice and like full, filling.
Hearty for a mid-January day.
Exactly. And the toppings, classic frozen supreme,
These are primo ingredients though. This isn't your Jack's, which had a horrific rating. What was that,
I mean,
1?
Jack's, yeah, you're paying for it though. It's like, what do you expect? It's $2.
Why do that to yourself?
Yeah, I mean, the struggle's real. We've been there.
No,
We've been there.
Overall, what would you give this pizza?
Probably a solid like 8.5.
It's out of 5 though. It's that good. So it's 4.25.
Out of 5. Okay. Yep.
4.25.
Thanks for doing the math for me.
You're welcome.
I was like about to break out my mental calculator. You're already like.
A weird bit. I liked calculus in high school.
Cool.
Because I was like a nerd and I was scared of.
I was just talking to Carl about that. I was an AP calc. Yeah.
What happened to us?
I was very smart in school. I tried really hard. I thought I was going to college. Didn't go.
Then you moved to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I never knew that. What inspired that?
I really hate winter.
That's a good reason.
I wanted to live in a tent, so.
And you tented it.
We did that, yeah.
That's awesome. With we, who's we?
Me and Carl.
Amazing.
That was like pre-bats, pre-lucid.
Lucid Vanguard, very dope. By the way, well, it's all dope. This is about 26 bats.
I mean, let's not compare them, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
They're so unique and beautiful in their own way. I made a good choice not going to college.
Why do you say that? I think you're right, but.
I lived in Hawaii for like 3 months doing like a work trade thing. And then there I met someone that got us hired to do to sell tacos at music festivals.
Amazing gig.
Yeah, like all through the whole festival season, which was like pretty fun and cool because I got to see like all of my heroes for free and I got paid in like cash, you know.
I was paid in tacos.
Oh, that too, but like yeah, it was a wild experience. You know, a lot of it was like really gross and bad, but like a lot of it was really fun and and through that I met our trumpet player, Chavo.
Chavo.
Yeah.
Chavocado.
Yep. So he's a very key role in the bat sound.
As a trumpet player in band, I just love watching him play. Super
That's
fire.
sick.
Are you ready for the final question?
Uh-huh.
Do you believe in magic?
I do.
That's it. I think that's
You
it.
believe in magic in your girl's heart. I don't know the words. For that.
Neither do I, but we were in the vibe.